Welcome to Guide to Survive. The world is a big, beautiful place, full of incredible and breathtaking sights and experiences. It's also doing everything it can to kill you, and so that's where this program fits in. Before you venture into the great outdoors, you need to learn about all of the terrifying and mystical creatures that lurk in the woods, knock on your window, and hide in your toilet. With this guide, you'll learn how to identify a would-be assailant, analyze its strengths and weaknesses, and deal with it effectively. By the end of your training, you'll be ready to take on any creep or cryptid that crosses your path. So here's to you, and the great adventure that lies ahead. Let's begin.
Target analysis. Name: Rumptifusel. Class: Cryptid, forest creature. Habitat: forests, North America. Lifespan: unknown. Strengths: large size, significant strength, unique camouflage, and superior reflexes. Weaknesses: one-trick pony, slow, and vulnerable at a distance. Overall threat level: 6. Behaviour. The Rumptifusel. A curious name. But what does it mean? No one knows. Wait, that's not true. For I know. Rumptifusel, in a JAR 19 translation, means the single most dangerous coat in existence. What's that? Madness, you say? Well, little uns, settle down, get comfortable, and listen for a while to your favorite brain in a jar. Old lumberjack stories tell of a unique forest creature, a reclusive beast, so much so that little is known about its species, how many there are, nesting and reproductive habits, etc. What is known, however, has been learned from the personal experiences of those fortunate enough to survive an encounter. And if you can't trust the word of a drunk old woodsman, then what are we even doing here? A mammal, long and slender of body, yet abnormally large, enough to be able to wrap around a full-grown man with ease. Covered in a thick layer of fur, this acts as both an ideal camouflage for inquisitive humans, as well as a natural defense. Its fur, while seemingly soft to the touch, is unusually dense and layered, which help protect the Rumptifusel from most attacks while engaged in close combat. These creatures are able to flatten their bodies, suggesting a flexible, almost cartilage-like bone structure. A keen sense of smell allows for a Rumptifusel to track a target over a significant distance. Light-footed, when tracking its prey, it must remain close and quiet in order to pass its target and establish a trap. From here, it will fold itself over a tree or large rock. Then its unique disguise is set, and any person walking nearby could easily mistake this predator as a discarded fur coat. Patient by nature, it waits as its prey gets closer and closer, as the individual reaches out and touches the thick, soft fur. It pounces. Its incredible reflexes and strength allow for it to wrap around its prey and hold them in place as it feeds, the process of which only adds to the strangeness around the rare biology of this creature. A great many sucking apertures which cover its inner ventral, tiny in size, rapidly eat away all of the meat of its victim's body, leaving only bones and clothing behind. It should be noted that while a Rumptifusel will hunt human beings, they will also consume other animals, preferably large mammals, as hunting smaller prey is impractical and an expense of much energy. Furthermore, they are vulnerable to attacks from a distance. Despite of its quick reflexes, a Rumptifusel has little speed overall. This is the main motivator behind its ambush tactics, for these creatures stand little chance of running down any prey, and so must use their cunning to make up for their natural disadvantages. Further to this, the thick fur of the Rumptifusel is a strong insulator, and subsequently, these animals do not cope well in the heat. As such, they must remain in cold environments. So there you have it, little uns, the Rumptifusel, an ambush predator which seeks to wait for you to wear it before it attacks. So next time you're out in the North American wilderness and you see a large fur coat just abandoned, tempting you towards it, you'll know exactly what to do. Don't pick it up. The answer is don't pick it up. Stratagem. So, here's the scenario. Finally, you're pursuing your lifelong dream of insert inconsequential lifelong dream here in the North American wilderness. However, it's getting very cold outside, and you fear that your current clothing simply won't do the trick of keeping you warm. Well, what luck! There just so happens to be a large fluffy coat hanging on a nearby tree. Excited, you run over, but just as you get close, it springs towards you. Your plan of attack. Firstly, move aside. Quickly, jump aside and avoid the large blanket monster flying towards you. Secondly, fall back. If you've successfully dodged and are not currently dead, then you're doing well. Now, utilize a short retreat and get enough distance that it will follow, but you still have enough time to prepare. This creature is naturally slow, but keep an eye on it. Thirdly, weaponsmith. Now that you have some distance, and it's still a fair ways off, take the time to arm yourself with whatever is available. Rocks, sharp sticks, etc., and prepare for battle. Fourthly, target practice. Now you have a very primitive arsenal. Unleash tribalistic aerial warfare against the Rumptifusel and bring it down. Or scare it off. Fifthly, ingenious work. Looks to me like you got a new coat after all. Pop quiz. Question number 1. Are the Rumptifusel species strictly ambush predators? Question number 2. A Rumptifusel can only be found in cold environments? Question number 3. Can you outrun a Rumptifusel? Question number 4. Is it true that a Rumptifusel will only hunt human beings? Question number 5. Will a Rumptifusel devour its prey whole? Answers. Question number 1. Are the Rumptifusel species strictly ambush predators? Answer, yes. Despite their great reflexes, strength and natural defenses, they have little speed to them overall, and so must rely on ambush tactics. Question number 2. A Rumptifusel can only be found in cold environments? Answer, yes. Their thick fur will keep them warm. However, as such they are prone to overheating, and thus prefer a colder habitat. Question number 3. Can you outrun a Rumptifusel? Answer, yes. They are a slow and cumbersome species. Question number 4. Is it true that a Rumptifusel will only hunt humans? Answer, no. A Rumptifusel will hunt most animals, not only humans. Question number 5. Will a Rumptifusel devour its prey whole? Answer: no. The victim's bones and possibly clothing will be left. If you scored 0 to 1, then you've died, eaten by clothing. I would say that it's ironic, but we're not that lucky. If you scored 2 to 3, then you might be alive, but now you're a nudist. And if you scored 4 to 5, magnificent work. You've never looked so glorious. Conclusion. Excellent work. I'd say you're ready to get out there and face whatever challenges plot against you. And if you're not, then don't worry. You can rewatch these survival guides as much as you like. And they're non-refundable. I'm very proud of the progress you've made, and I know you're going to take the future in your stride. I've got a good feeling about you, future Jar 19 merch. Damn, you're gonna look so good. Good luck, and don't die! Hello there. We recently reached 200 subscribers on this channel, and I just wanted to take this moment to thank you all. It may be a small milestone, but I think it's absolutely smashing, and so are all of you. I'm going to be thinking up what to do for my 250 sub special, which will hopefully reach soon. So if you have any ideas what you'd like, then just let me know. Also, as a special surprise, I've sent you all a gift. I know I shouldn't have, but it was the strangest thing. A friend of mine recently contacted me from the US. He'd been hiking and came across a whole shop's worth of beautiful coats, just abandoned in the woods. He asked if I wanted some, and I thought, you know what, I'll send them directly to my subs. They'll enjoy that. So I hope you like them. In fact, they may have already arrived while you were listening. How's that for good timing? Thank you all so much again for joining me here. I may just be a brain in a jar, but you're always in my thoughts. And to all those who may be here for the first time, then I'd just like to say, good luck and subscribe!